bonjour, hola, hello. Today's video, I am going to be giving you tips and tricks on how not to get scammed in Adopt Me. So let's just get started. Tip 1 is the basic trick that everyone does. And so they find you on their server, and then they ask you, pick a door. And then you have to pick which one is the good one and which one's the bad one. So either way, if you pick the good or bad one, you'll still be getting scammed. So imagine this was the good one, this one's the bad one, and then you pick this one, and then before that, they make you give them a really good pet that you have, like a legendary. Then they move the wall. Then you look inside, and then they leave the server right before you can type anything. And sorry about the background noise, but then they leave the server, and you technically just got scammed. The next one is trust trading. Adopt Me is really aware of this, but this can still happen, where like you're trading someone, and I have an example on the screen, and they say, hey, can you go first? Like, let's trust trade. And I got scammed so many times, like from my dodo bird, from someone, from one of my friends that I trust. So even if they're a really good friend, do not trust trade at all. You will be ending up getting scammed. So trust trading is the worst thing ever. Do not do it. But for example, one of your closest friends join you, and they're like, oh, can you please trust trade me? Ask you if you can trust trade. And so like, because they wanna like see, they wanna say, oh, you can trust me, so let's just trust trade. And then you trade them a good pet, and then you guys accept the trade, and they don't add anything, and they just leave the server. So this is probably one of the most common ones, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah. The next tip is people trade you, and then they ask you to go to your dress up, and then they make you click all of your outfits, and like you put in a good pet, and then they put in like nothing, but they say trust me. Then you press accept for the first trade, and then they make you wear all of them until you hit the accept button, and then you just got scammed. Don't mind my avatar, I just don't know where my childhood one went. But yeah, that's what happens also. The next tip is that people try and trick you. So technically, they make you add a lot of potions. Like they add a lot of potions, and then like you have, for example, I'm putting something on the screen. So you have a flamingo, and it's a neon ride, or just a normal flamingo, and it's like, or a very good pet. And then the person adds like potions, and they say that they're gonna add it in the next trade, and then they make you accept it. Then they leave and don't actually do another trade. This is really, really, really very, very not common, because a lot of people actually say, I'm gonna add in the next trade, and they say promise, but then they don't. And another scam is that when people they go on alt accounts, and then they try and scam you from there, or they say that they don't have any pets, and they're really actually rich, but they want extra pets. So they go on alt accounts and beg, and then you, for example, since you're a nice person, you give them a really good pet, and then they just leave, or they just leave and say thank you, leave, and then you just got scammed. But how do you know when these are scammers or not? People would be saying, I am poor, please good pets, or saying, I'm poor, or they could be dressing as a trash can. And then you kind of feel bad for them because they do look poor, like they have a bacon avatar and stuff on. And then once you give them the pet, they just leave the game and you just got scammed again. So what the profile is for, like you click on the person. If you guys didn't know, what you do is also how to check their profile so you can see if they have pets or not. Even if you can just go up to that person and press profile, and then you can see what they have and how long have they been joined in the game, what's their login streak, their pets, everything that they own. And a lot of people do their profiles if they're trying to get pets. So yeah, just try to watch out for that. That's all my tips for today. If you guys want a part 2 because it helped you, tell me down in the comments and I will try to make a part 2. Love you, Poodle. Mwah, mwah, mwah.